Good evening, friends. This is the last paper, but at the same time, a lot of importance paper, because I have covered a lot of issues the textile industry is facing, and also I have given the solutions. And before I make the presentation, I would like to express on behalf of QCFI grateful thanks to entire panel members for excellently brought out a lot of issues and also the solutions. And some of them, of course, incidentally also covered in my paper. That way, my job also has become very easy. In fact, I would like to start with what happened yesterday. Sanjeeva Subramanian came to Coimbatore railway station to receive me. Then I told him, Shankar, you became 10 years younger, and because of the shirt what you are wearing. So that is the thing. The second thing also which I would like to tell, actually what happened, one of my friends has got a small scale garment industry. So I used to go now and then just for some SPC discussions, things like that. So one day he gave me one packet, and he knew I have a granddaughter about 2.5 years old. When I opened just in front of him, and it was a very beautiful frock, and pink in color. I like pink. Then I told who actually stitched this. Then he told me that particular girl, lost but one, stitched this. Then I told him, okay, you be here, let me go there. I just went there. I actually congratulated. I told her, you have done a very nice frock. And then I invite you for tomorrow, birthday of my granddaughter. And you must come. And I gave the address and things like that. And I also told my friend, it is your duty to ensure she will come to my house. So luckily they came. Then, of course, I told my daughter-in-law, you must see this frock our granddaughter should wear. And she wore, and then a lot of children came. She was so happy showing this. And then she came to me first, Tata, you see my frock, how it is. Then I was, of course, happy. I knew the whole thing. Then she went, and then a lot of children came, and they were all enjoying, and she was so proud of that. And this girl was observing all this. Then after some time, I went to her.
Sir, please, one request. Sir, mic la irundhu konjam thalli. Neenga konjam back la ninnukonga.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, I told her, and how do you feel it? Sir, I'm great. I never expected what I staged. It is such a happiness it has given to your granddaughter. I told Amma, please remember, you are not making fabrics. You are actually making happiness. And because of the happiness, people are also become healthy. That means what you are doing is, you are creating happiness, you are creating health among the people. That is what you should think of. The second thing is, whenever you are stitching, please pray God, whoever is going to wear this garment, he or she should be happy, healthy, and prosper. And this is what I told her. The next day, she went and told all her colleagues, and this is what he told me yesterday, whoever has come, our manager's friend. And then this is what they say is a passion, and we all must think of, we are not making garments, we are actually producing health and happiness to the people. So that is why I have given the title, the total quality assurance, the heart of textile industry, because that is only leading to happiness to the customers. Now, all of us, whatever the business we are doing, that business we would like to run prosperity. And that is possible only when we are getting the orders again and again from the same customers, same dealers, and also from new dealers, new customers. And market share should go up. Then only we will be in a position to really prosper. And that is possible only when we are able to make our customers happy always whenever they buy from us. Ultimate customers, in between customers also. So this is what my actually summary of this. And what I am going to cover in this, and some of issues which are common, and at the same time I have also given the solutions. These solutions are applicable for small industry, medium scale industry, and also large scale industry. Okay? If it is an accepted fact that no organization can be competitive progressive and grow unless it pays continuous attention to quality of its products and services. Now I have given, and this, let me tell you, the Quality Council of India, most of you may be knowing. And on behalf of Government of India, they have taken 2 assignments. One is the JUD program, Zero Effect, Zero Defect program. The second thing is, now the cluster, of course, we were also discussing in the morning, and also Ms. Sivaraman also explained, and also in the panel we discussed the lean clusters for textile, automobiles, and for different sectors. So one of the study team, where I also happen to be a member of that, and we went and studied some of the textile industry. Of course, it is only based on the sample survey, and then I have summarized it, and then I have given all these issues related to the textile industry. If you really look at it, we have a low productivity issues, of course, here. Manpower productivity also less, machine productivity also less, and low machine utilization because too many breakdowns, and then highest internal scrap and rejection. In fact, during the survey, I asked some of them, what is your rejection? Rework. He said, sir, something like 40%. Why do you think you are getting 40%? Sir, we get from Bihar and other places. We have to train them. Language issues, so many things are happening, but somehow we have to live it. That what is that you are trying to do? And then we are trying to see whatever best we can do. We are trying to give some training, things like that. But there is an issue which we need to look at it, and I have some solution to it, and I will tell you. And too many yarn breaks. So again, we have to stop the machine and solve that problem. Then low yield of yarn. Then too many machine breakdowns. Non-availability of the skilled people. High attrition rate of the people. So if we keep analyzing more and more units, the list of these issues would be lengthy. That is why I said, whatever we found, whatever we have summarized, this is only summary of the units what we have surveyed. Then coming to the customers, and the customers' requirements also going up. So at the same time, there are increased needs and expectations from the customers. They want consistent quality of the fabrics matching international standards. Then too many designs of fabrics. They are not satisfied with 1 or 2. Too many things they want. Like panel also we said, and we would like to have morning one thing, afternoon one thing, evening one thing, night something else. So the number of uses also gone up. And long durability of the fabrics and affordable price and on-time delivery of the fabric, particularly dealers, they would like to have on-time delivery. In fact, during the survey, when we asked some of the CEOs, they said on-time delivery is something like only 40 to 50%. And they were not able to meet. And also at that time, whatever the quantity they are asking, they are able to give only 60 or 70%. The remaining thing in some other installment, second installment, third installment, like that they were able to give. So now the question before all of us is, how do we match the customer needs and expectations and operate the units at the most economical level? Now, let us also look at the key dimensions of the quality. Now, one, they would like to have comfortable when the customers wear the fabrics. Of course, in the panel discussion also we came out. And then they also want colorful, attractive, and sustenance of the color and no shade variation, and also durability, reliability, and ultimately whatever the money they give, value to the money. This also they would like to have. Now, suppose when we think of the benefits of quality, at all times, not that particular Monday or November, we all celebrate November Quality Month, but we must do day in, day out. When we are doing it, what are the benefits we are going to get? It improves customer satisfaction and make them happy, provides a brand image, and improves market share, secures premium price, and reduces internal scrap and rework, and improves overall profitability. So from these benefits, it is clear that quality is the Taraka Mantra. That means it really gives the life to us. Quality only gives life to the textile industry. Of course, for that matter, it is not only the textile, for any type of industry, and we have life so far, we are able to maintain the quality. And ultimately, I used to define quality means it's happiness. Of course, right from the Dr. Juran, we have given so many definitions, right from the fitness for use, things like that. But ultimately in the TKM, we started propagating quality means a simple definition is satisfying the customers. Now I started propagating quality means it is happiness. Customers are happy, then automatically, and the internal customers also, then naturally business grow. Now, when we think about total quality assurance, now which are all the key dimensions which we need to look at it? One is the quality imperatives, other one is quality control and maintenance system. Of course, the panel also I was extremely happy. We discussed also a lot of things about the systems and how systems are deteriorating over a period of time. And quality improvement systems, these are the three things which we would like to have. Now, quality imperatives for survival, and these are all very essential, and I can give you 100% guarantee, the organizations which we have seen, which we have also studied, particularly world-class organizations, who are able to fulfill all of them, they were able to survive. The first thing is quality of the leadership. And in fact, Swamiji morning, he talked very well and about the leadership, what is that really leadership, and what type of really we should do as a leader so that we can survive in this competition. The second thing is quality of the technology and machines. Particularly, it is much more important when we have a lot of attention of the people, and we must think of about the technology part also. And quality of the processes, because many things what we have surveyed was the processes are not quality. Many problems are there. But one thing we must really make sure, unless the processes are quality oriented, there is no way we can get product quality out of that. So naturally, before we think of quality of the product, we must think of very much about the quality of the systems and quality of the processes. And quality of the employees and quality of the material what we are getting, a lot of variation, in fact, right from the cotton and the yarn what we get, and so much of variation is there. The other thing is, of course, in textile industry, we also outsource a lot of operations, lot of products. Then there is also, again, added a lot of variation. And continuous upgradation of all the above we need to think of. Okay, now under quality control and maintenance system, what is that we must do? That is what I would like to explain. Under quality control and maintenance system, it is a Joran spiral, what we call it, quality spiral, that is right from the raw material testing and evaluation before we make use of that, and continuous process monitoring and process control, and product testing at various stages of manufacturing, and we develop as a QCPC, that is quality control and process control. Of course, I will show you what is the example for that, next slide. And data management, this is one thing, the most of the industries, we generate the data, but we don't analyze. We don't convert into information. I always tell them data means a dead body. Now, dead body is no use, but data is required. But what do they use when we are not able to convert into information and not able to draw the conclusions for drawing conclusions and then take some action on that? Then only data is important. Not that like some people telling we want to keep the operators busy. Not for busy, you don't have to collect the data. And for making use of, making improvements, we need the data. And then data management and review will result in elimination of defects such as wrong stitching, non-matching threads, missing threads, loose stitch, broken stitch, stains, broken button, which is superior over just mass inspection of fabrics at finished product stage. So like that, many defects are there. Just I'm giving some examples. Okay, now what is this QCPC, what we are talking about it, which is very, very powerful instrument if we can really make it right from the stage 1 onwards. What we do for the stage 1, let us say even raw material when we are going to charge, what is input? What is the activity which you do? What is the output? Who is responsible? What is critical to quality at that particular stage? That is the process side. That means temperature or like that. Similarly, product side, whatever the product you are getting output, from that particular process, we again say which is the critical parameter and how do you measure, how do you monitor, what type of control chart you will use it, and change management. In case it is not meeting the specifications, what is that you should do, that also we should do. This is what we call it as a QCPC. This is like this. It will look like this. This is, of course, one example for the fabrics. But like that, we can always develop. So where we are covering about the stage and what is the material, input material, then what is the key critical parameter, then what is the frequency of sampling, then what is the sample size, then how you should draw the sample, and then what type of test, what type of instrument you use it, and then how do you interpret that. So that is the type of QCPC, what we prepare, and this is very, very powerful, particularly for maintaining and also improving the quality of the output. Then, typical of such systems emphasize the data on collection continuously and quality performance. This is where the statistical process control is coming, and where we are able to bring the processor stability and also improve the capability, and the CV percentage also we are able to improve. And that is where the process capability we even go up to 2%. Six Sigma level also will be in a position to go. And giving feedback to the previous stage, this is very, very important. Because most of us, what happens is, when we go and try to give the information, whatever we are getting from your stage, previous stage, they may mistake us. But they will never mistake us so long we have a very good team spirit. And you start giving the feedback. See, whatever input I am getting, which is output of yours, and we are finding this type of problems. And every shift, you please discussing it. Make the operators of previous shift and subsequent shift to meet together and keep discussing it. Lot of problems we will solve. And giving feedback to previous stages in the production process, that is for corrective actions and preventive actions, and self-inspection by the concerned operators. And in fact, as far as the responsibility of the quality is the producer. Any complaint comes, we can warn the quality assurance people. But any internal rejections, any rework, any deviations, the responsibility is only with the production person who is operating or who is producing it. This has to be spread very well throughout the organization. Then, quality improvement systems, let us look at it. The development of annual total quality assurance plan, like most of us, what we are doing is, we are having a production plan, annual plan, because for budgeting we require it. So we need every month how much we would like to produce based on various surveys and all that we prepare. But we fail to prepare annual quality plan. That is very, very essential. Based on your customer complaints, based on your internal rejections, based on your rework, based on your machinery conditions, based on your systems, based on your, let us say, the people, all those elements, whatever I have expressed about quality of various resources, based on that, we must have a quality plan. That is called as the annual quality plan, and fix the responsibilities, and the top management must regularly review. That is very, very important. And the PDCA, what we are talking, the previous lecture also, and we must adopt that and regularly must review, provide the required resources, we will be in a position to achieve this. And then continuous evaluation of the suppliers and work towards quality improvement of input materials. 2 minutes, Emma, I'll complete. Thank you. And install statistical process control to maintain and improve process stability and capability. So focus from the product inspection to process improvement. So continuously improve quality of the people in terms on required knowledge and skills. Here what I would like to suggest is, now perhaps textile association as such, they can, the owners all together, they can think of having an institute. And when we are taking the people, even 1 week, 2 weeks, we cannot just put them on the job and expecting a quality job from them. And this institute must take the responsibility, and who are all the members of that institute, and then they must look at from them what type of requirements, what type of skills and knowledge you require. That all we must provide and have carried out various tests, practical tests and knowledge tests, and whoever passes through that, they must be handed over to the particular concern. Maybe all the members, they can give some money and other things, invest, and then have that institute, and then trying to develop them so that when you are going to put him on the job, he is already having the required knowledge and required skill. This is the type of thing, maybe government support also we can think of, but all the industrial belts we must think of to have the people like that. So then another thing is very, very powerful is quality circles. Because like morning DK Srivastava said, that when we started in 1982, at that time, the development of the people. Today, we can tell you whenever the national convention we are having, almost about 9,000 to 10,000 people are coming, and whatever the projects related to productivity, quality they are taking, if we sum up, it is so many thousands of crores. I am not exaggerating. These are the actual figures on the various case studies what we are getting, and when sum it up, that is what we are generating through quality circles. And that's very, very powerful concept, and we must we must make it a mandatory of starting quality circles in the textile industry because it does a lot of good to the. You need not think of, oh, our people are only coming here for very fresh, they are casuals, but they have the ideas. We need to develop the environment in which they will be in a position to work. So continuously upgrade the technology and machines to improve productivity and reduce the cost. So create structure in top management to ensure that the above activities are carried out without stop. Because many companies, what happens is, they start, then they stop reviewing, saying that we are busy with many, many things. But they must continuously review that. Review doesn't take much time, provided the data is presented in a way it should be presented. That's where we call it about managing points. Systematically practice total quality assurance system as the management philosophy for improving both quality and managerial efficiency, which would enable organization to achieve customer happiness and profitability. Now, quality should be as a strategic issue for the business. This is the last slide. Typical of a company going through total quality assurance system would have a clear, unambiguous vision, no interdepartmental barriers, training as a continuous process of people development, building excellent customer relationship, and realizing that quality is not just product quality, but the quality of the company as a whole. This is what the vision we must have. So long we have this, and if you are able to see whatever the resources I have given, and I can tell you, all of us, we can definitely become world-class organizations. This is what my humble submission to. And once again, I would like to thank all the audience for your patience. Thank you.